Hello everyone, this is George Packard with Family Lawn and Landscape. Today's question is why employees quit. Why they quit working for you. A lot of different reasons for this, and the reason I'm touching on this is, I know I'm opening a can of worms when I do this because you always get a bunch of negative comments that come back, but I don't care. I'm so fed up with all the excuses and the reasons that people use. I mean, our business is no different than anyone else's, and if you talk to anyone else in our industry, and it's not even our industry, it's not just the lawn care industry, it's plumbers, electricians, house builders, concrete guys, everybody runs into this problem where they can't find good help. These are the reasons that I think why people quit you. These are some of the reasons. There's a million different reasons. I mean, there could be financial reasons, that it's just not worth it for them to drive, say an hour to work or something like that, because they're just not making enough money to make it worthwhile. I understand stuff like that. Basically, I think there's a lot of people out there today that just don't want to work, okay? And here's where I'm going to get the crap about it, but like I say, I really don't care because I've been in this business long enough. I've seen it happen. I can tell you, back in my day, and I'm going to give you a good example of this. I grew up on a dairy farm where we worked 7 days a week, and it was always, 15, 16, 18-hour days all the time, especially in the summer when you're trying to make hay and do all this stuff, all the field work and all that. So I grew up with a good work ethic, okay? I can tell you right now, just the other day I talked to a farmer up here in Wisconsin that was telling me that just to find guys to pile square bales of hay, from the wagon to the hay mow, he had to pay them $20 an hour, and he couldn't even find enough help to do it. So now he has to switch to a round baling system, so you can have a machine basically build the big round bales and use the tractors and whatnot to feed the cattle instead of this because you can't find labor. That to me just floors me. Just absolutely floors me. $20 an hour to pile hay. Back in my day, my mom and dad were giving $1 or $2, an hour, or sometimes up as high as $5 an hour, to do that kind of work. But it's hard work, no doubt about it. But today, there's no work ethic. There really isn't. And I know I'm going to catch crap for this, but I don't care. I really don't. I'm through with the excuses. Here's the thing. I believe a lot of people just don't want to work today. They don't want to work because they haven't been brought up with that work ethic from the old days of what it is to work hard to get your dollar, okay? They still want that dollar, believe me. They just don't want to have to work hard to get it, okay? That's one of my big pet peeves, okay? They just basically want a paycheck, okay? Just look, dude, I showed up, give it here, Screw that. It's a bunch of BS. They might be just to get the old lady off their back. They might come to work, for a few days. It was enough to get her off your back, and hey, you can move on and go with your buddies drinking, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, sometimes people are just way out of shape. I know good guys that have come to work for us, and they've worked a day with us or a couple days and just said, hey, man, I just can't do this work. Okay, nicest guys in the world. I get it. You're out of shape. You can't handle it. I understand that, but it's another reason that people can quit you. Certainly understandable. A lot of people don't like discipline. They don't like to have to be to work at 7 o'clock in the morning and work till 7 o'clock at night or even 5 o'clock at night or whatever the hours are for the day. Some people just don't like that discipline. They're so used to sitting on their ass and not doing anything that now all of a sudden they have to show up at a certain time and work certain hours, and they don't like that. Again, they'd rather sit home on welfare and collect a check, I guess, than go out and actually work for a living. So, and again, I don't care if it upsets people that I say this stuff because a lot of this is the truth. And I'm not saying this about all people, but of course there's going to be those of you out there who take it to heart, probably because it's hitting you right in the nuts, okay? It's hitting you. And I'm glad it's hitting you because you should hear this stuff. I'm sick and tired of watching what's going on in my industry and everybody else's, and nobody wanting to work for a living out there anymore. Everybody just wants it handed it to them. That's ridiculous. You need to get off your ass, get out there, and work. Work if you want to get somewhere in life. That's what you need to do. That's the American dream. Not sitting back on your ass waiting for a welfare check to land on your lap, okay? Man, I don't even know how I get going on this stuff, but it gets me going. anyway, a lot of people don't like the hours, like I said, or maybe they're just working just to satisfy unemployment, just so they can get their unemployment benefits for a while. Who knows, you know. Sometimes they'll leave you for legitimate reasons, you know, like there's better jobs, you know, and that comes up, you know, not everybody, I mean, there's definitely better jobs in lawn care, you know. There's jobs where you could be sitting behind a desk in air-conditioned building and not working out in the elements, so I get that too, okay. Better money, you know, in our industry, it's not like we can pay guys $20 an hour to go out there and cut grass. Our jobs will not support that. Our industry will not support that, okay. So there's only so much competing you can actually do as far as the money goes. You know, you want to pay your guys good, you want to pay them as much as possible, but the industry dictates how much money you can actually spend there. So there's only so much you can do with that, okay? Don't beat yourself up over that. If they leave you for a job for more money, hey, more power to them. I tell my guys that. If you're going to better yourself, more power to you, man. Go get it. You know, I'm all behind you. If anything happens where it doesn't work out, give me a call back, you know, so no problem. Okay.